Hi, I'm Patrick Tuttle, the real estate guy with Coldwell Banker Heritage and Legacy Management Services with your real estate report for December 2024 and the entire year. So buckle up, it's going to take a little bit longer and I'll be right back with that report. All right, we're back with the report, and as I mentioned before, we're going to look at a little bit more data today, so it's going to take a little bit longer. Hopefully I won't get too long-winded, so let's get on with our existing homes report. Here's what we got going on. As we saw in December, sales were a little bit off. It was a little bit sluggish. The National Association of Realtors is saying that we had the worst year since 2008, 2007. Here locally, it was the worst year that we've had since 2017, but it was still a good year overall. And here's what happened overall. Sales 5.62% down year over year. Not a huge difference. It was only 24 homes difference, but that's 5.62%. Months of inventory is up 24.8% year over year from 233 to 291. Average selling price, and by the way, this was for the month of December. I'm going to get to the year report in just a second. Average selling price in December was up 9.21% to 281,692. Average size home is up almost 5% year over year to 1,884 square feet. Price per square foot, 3.82%, and then we had a little bit difference on the size, so that made up the difference on the price. Days on market this year was 41 days on market compared to 31 last year. Now, when we look at our entire year, this is where a lot of the economists will get caught up in the data and the minutia of it to look at, okay, what happened year over year instead of just that 130 or 31 day period of time. And what we saw was that sales were down 1.3% year over year. We had 5,621 sales in 2023 compared to 5,563 in 2024. We also saw months of inventory more than go up. It went up 123% year over year. We were at 1.41% in January of 2024 compared to where we are here in January of 2025. We've got 3.15 months of inventory on the resale market. That's a lot of homes. That's more than we've had in a long, long time, and that represents the opportunity for the buyers. And I'm going to talk more about the buyers and the competition in the marketplace as we get into these numbers deeper here. Now, average selling price is up 4% year over year from 260, 757 down to 271, 292. So prices are still going up even though we've got an increase in inventory and we've been sitting for almost 2 years now at roughly 7% interest rates. Average size home just slightly down, 1,840 to 1,838 square feet. Negligible on that part. Price per square foot 4.75% year over year, and we're at a 149.70 is the price per square foot that we're tracking for the entire year. And the days on market is up 37% year over year compared to where we were in 2023, which was 27 days. We went to 37 days in 2024. Now that's our our existing homes report. Now let's move on to our new homes report. And we saw a good month here. It stabilized pretty much in the month of December. And what we saw on the prices were that sales went up 31.1% year over year. That's huge. That says that the builders have inventory that they're selling, the developers have inventory of lots that they're selling, and a lot of people are choosing to buy that new home because it's move-in ready. And when we look at the size here in just a second, it's tracking pretty much at the same thing as what the existing homes are. But you're getting the newest features and you're paying a little bit of a premium. Well, how much of a premium? Let's talk about inventory first. It's down 31.25% year over year. We were at 6.56%. 6.56 months of inventory. We're at 4.51 right now. Average size is down, price is down 10%. From 353,952 to 317,961. So the builders are adjusting their prices there. Average size is down 8% year over year from 2022 a year ago to 1852, and the price per square foot is down just barely from 173.17 to 173.01. Days on market, 88 days on market compared to 98 last year for the homes that sold. On to the year report for 2024. This covers the entire year instead of just the month of December. And what we saw was that sales were up 23.26% year over year. We closed out 2,936 new homes during the year of 2024, which says that the builders had inventory, the developers had inventory, and as we're going to see in just a second, the buyers, a lot of the buyers are saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to go for that new home. I'm going to pay a little bit more for it, but I won't have any work to do. So let's take a look at that. Months of inventory, though, first down 28% year over year. We were at 6.65%. We're now at 4.73 months of inventory. That's a big reduction that we saw there. Average price is down just slightly at $319,667. And the average home size is down 3.35% year over year from 1,938 square feet a year ago to 1,873 square feet for the entire year of 2024. Now, compare that to 1,838 square feet on the resale side. Yes, you're getting it for a lower price, but a lot of people are saying, I'll pay that premium for the new product. In fact, we saw that huge increase in the number of buyers in the new homes market, and the builders are out there pushing the inventory, trying to get them sold. And a lot of folks, remember, 23.26% more 24 versus 23. That's where we sold a lot more new homes in our marketplace there. Price per square foot is up 3.87%. Now we're at $171.89 per foot on the new homes, and the days on market is at up 6.25%. It's at 102 days on market compared to 96 during the calendar year of 2023. So again, a lot of data to go over. And then let's talk about our appreciation here in the El Paso market. Now, the one thing that I looked at on the appreciation is, and we're going to show this, is how are we comparing here in El Paso and our neighbors to the north and to the west, Las Cruces, which includes the Santa Teresa marketplace. Even though we're including the Santa Teresa Sunland Park sales in our data, it's part of the metropolitan statistical area of Las Cruces because it's a different state. We'll look at that in just a second. Now, here's what's going on. This is our candlestick report, and this takes us through Q3, quarter 3 of 2024. And what you can see over here on the far right is that we have tracked a 7% appreciation in our local marketplace. Even with the rising inventory and the interest rates at 7% pretty much year-round for a conventional mortgage, we're still tracking a 7% appreciation rate, outpacing. This is the Texas report, which was at 0.9%, right? Flat at 1% appreciation for the state, and we outpaced it by having a 7% appreciation rate through quarter 3, which ended on September 30th of 2024. Now, we won't have Q4 data out probably until March, but that's a huge number for us, and we'll see what happened for the entire year. This comes from the Federal Housing Finance Agency. That's one of those agencies that your tax dollars pays for that tracks home prices as they sell year over year or decade over decade, depending on when people sell. Now, this again is the Texas number with a 0.9%, so just under 1%. And then our neighbors to the north in Las Cruces and to the west, they were at 0.8%, which comparatively is lower than the state of New Mexico, which had a 3.3% appreciation. So a lot of folks are moving into New Mexico, northern New Mexico in particular. We're not seeing that appreciation in southern New Mexico, Las Cruces, Santa Teresa, Sunland Park. But here in El Paso, we're seeing a 7% appreciation. And that is big when we're talking about the rest of the world staying pretty much flat. El Paso is a great place to buy homes right now because our prices compared to the nation are low. We've got inventory to sell, and I'm going to talk more about that in just a couple of minutes when we get to our key takeaways. Now, our current mortgage and refinance rates, surprisingly, even with the latest Fed reduction in interest rates, the overnight interest rates, the mortgage market didn't see that as a favorable thing because the jobs market is still doing good. Mortgage interest rates are still hovering at about 7% for a conventional mortgage, and they're going down into the high 4s, into the 5s for an FHA or a VA, and you can, of course, buy those things down as well. On the stock markets, the 1 month returns, all negative numbers over here. I'm still liking what we're seeing because when you compare that 7% appreciation on your real estate investments compared to a negative number over here, if we look at the 1 year, they had fantastic numbers at 23% for the S&P 500, 12, almost 13% for the Dow Jones, and a little bit over 12% for the S&P mid-cap. Compare how you're going to do those things. Me, I'm still all in on real estate just because it's a buy and hold thing for me. It's not a buy and sell so that I can get in there. And on to our 3 key takeaways. Number 1, don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. Now, recently, the California wildfires have wiped out, the last number that I heard was it was over 12,000 structures. A lot of those are single-family homes, and a lot of folks are going to say, you know what, I will take the insurance money and I will leave California. Where are they going to stop? They're going to go to the closest places that have prices that are good. Nevada. They're going to go to Arizona, they're going to go to New Mexico, and they're going to end up here in El Paso because a lot of folks don't want to compete in the Central Texas market with Austin and so forth and so on. So what I'm saying is that I'm believing that a lot of Californians are going to take their insurance proceeds and say, we're done with the wildfires. We don't want to take those risks anymore. We're going to move to Texas. We're going to move to New Mexico where the politics may be different, but the prices are much lower compared to what they're selling out there. And if they can get those insurance proceeds, because they're going to get insurance proceeds to rebuild, that's what they're going to get paid out on. And if they get the money and they say, I can pay off my mortgage and I can take the remainder and go somewhere else and have a different lifestyle, maybe a better lifestyle, we're a really good place to do that, and we've got inventory on both the new homes and the resale side. So if you're thinking about buying a home sometime soon, don't wait to do it. You've got choices out there. The interest rates, yes, they're hovering around 7%, but what you should do is you should buy as soon as you can, because as you've already seen in my report, prices are not going down. And if this happens, our prices are going to go up because we're going to have a new buyer in the marketplace that's going to have money in their pocket from an insurance settlement, and they're going to buy either here or in Santa Teresa or Las Cruces or Sunland Park. Maybe they're going to go to Albuquerque or Austin or somewhere else, but I think we're going to see an influx of people who were forced out of their homes because of the wildfires in California. So don't wait to buy. You want to do this as soon as you can, and then wait on the real estate, and the market will give you the returns. Number 2, mortgage interest rates continue to hover around 7%. Jobs market was great, and for that reason, the mortgage market did not see the reason to drop the interest rates, and if they do drop the interest rates into the 5.9 to 6.1 price range, that's going to stimulate the market to sell more homes, and we're going to see higher appreciation. So again, don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. And then number 3, it's a great time to buy and sell houses in El Paso because our market is appreciating from the sales side, but we still have a lot of choices for the buyers on both the new home side and the resale side. And when you compare us to the nation, our prices are fantastic. And if you buy here in El Paso, yes, you're going to pay a little bit more in property taxes, but all of the entities reduced their tax bills last year in 2024. But the bad news is that your tax bill went up because the appreciation went up. In our neighbors to the west and to the north, what happened over there? Well, remember, they've got the state income tax, so you're trading dollars. So if you're on a fixed income, our neighbors to the north and to the west at Santa Teresa, Sunland Park, and Las Cruces, you can be on a fixed income over there and live very comfortably and have all the benefits of El Paso, Texas right at your doorstep, and you will pay less in property taxes. And if you're on a fixed income, you're going to set that bill and you're going to be able to stay there. So this is a great place to buy a home. It's a great place to sell a home if you're going to do that. These are my 3 key takeaways, and that is my report for January of 2025 using the data from 2024 and back into 23. And if you've got questions about this information, please pick up the phone and call me. 915-588-1850 is my number. You can call me on that, text me on that, shoot me an email, patrick@patricktuttle.com. And if you saw value in what I shared with you today, hit that like button and that share and send this to somebody else who needs to hear the message about the greatness of El Paso, Texas, and what we can do for you here at Coldwell Banker Heritage and Legacy Management Services. In the meantime, God bless you. Thanks for watching, and make it a great day. Bye-bye.